Hello everybody. I'm going to give you a brief on my poster on tectonic and geotechnical review for engineering design and seismic risk management in Bangladesh. The purpose of this research is to ascertain uh, the magnitude of earthquakes to be occurred in future in Bangladesh, as many of geoscientists in this world, actually they are from very great universities and very well-known scientists predicted a 9 magnitude earthquake in Bangladesh. Though we know that Bangladesh is a subsiding basin, possibly, and it has about 20 kilometers of thick sediments on it, on the crustal basement, So, as we know, due to the tectonic situation, the stress-strain relationship is very much complicated in this fragmented or heavily fractured and undulated basement of Bengal Basin. On the other hand, it has a differential stress condition from three tectonic plates like India, Tibet, and Myanmar. And there are a couple of surrounding platelets, like Myanmar platelet, which is a part of the Eurasian plate, and a open Bay of Bengal profile of a deep and very long sedimentation process where the huge sediments has been deposited over the crusts. So the main clue of their finding is that they tried to designate some areas to be aseismic. So in Bangladesh, this is a very small country. There are some aseismic condition they want to say, but I don't really agree with that, because we don't have any measuring system, and we do not know how much the micro seismicity is going on in the Bengal Basin. And whatever GPS recording they have been using for such a vital prediction of 9 magnitude earthquake, ultimately, which is going to destroy the whole country like a gel blowing out of the ground. That was the verdict they have given. And I myself was very much wondering, because I also work in America and associated with so many scholars and scientists, that it is really hardly it's hardly unbelievable that a geological condition like where I had been working for last 30-40 years could really give an impact of that size of earthquake, because we do not have that kind of that size of a structure that can really produce such enormous amount of energy to get out of the earth, and there is no such a geometric condition of those structures of such volume of the structure and momentum of the structures, or the impact of the structures could really produce that size of earthquake. But historically, Bangladesh has no option, and doing some probabilistic earthquake risk assessment using the past occurrences of earthquakes. And interestingly, there was no big earthquake in the mainland of Bangladesh, and that was the maximum was 5.2, and one was in 6 in in Chittagong in last 100 years. And there was only one earthquake that reached up to 7.2 magnitude in Simangal. So we do not see any evidence of such structure that can produce an earthquake of 9 magnitude. And we try to accumulate some of the information here to help the design engineers in considering the ground acceleration values and PGA at different geological conditions. And also we try to figure out the profile of Bengal Basin to investigate the so-called mega thrust concept. We did not find any mega thrust running through Dhaka city. So anyway, hope for the best. Bangladesh is not going to, I believe Bangladesh it's not believe, I don't have any evidence that I can say that Bangladesh is going to have any earthquake greater than 7.5, especially in the northeastern part. In the southeastern part, in the Chittagong region, there is no structure which can really produce earthquake more than 6 magnitude. And I had been investigating the Borkol and Moheshkhali earthquake affected areas immediately after the earthquakes, and I have found some features, but those are not really that of significant size, but that really indicate that there is a possibility of earthquakes. And in the central part of Bangladesh, in Dhaka city area, there are some fragmented structures, faults, which will not be able to even produce earthquake of magnitude more than 4.5, and evidently there were some earthquakes between 3.5 and 4.2. Anyway, the northwestern part of Bangladesh and the southwestern part of Bangladesh is reasonably low in seismicity. There are microseismicity, but the magnitude sizes are not really significant. But I really wonder about the search of no ground. We do not know the actual geometry of the search of no ground, and that can produce some earthquakes, and that possibly can produce some small size of tsunamis, local tsunamis. But Bangladesh does not have any threat of a large earthquake, even in the Bay of Bengal, which will really produce any large tsunami. So we are possibly in a better condition, but it does mean that we do not explore it. We have to map it, we have to understand it, and we have to figure out how much will be the energy thrusting out in around Bangladesh to make big earthquakes. But we are sure that there are moderate earthquakes, and there will be continuously happening moderate size of earthquake between 3.5 and 7.2 in the northeastern part. Thank you very much. If you have any question, please try to contact me. I will be answering your any question. Thank you very much. Bye.